You know, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? We always talk about, like, living life as furries. What if we were really furries? So let's think about that honestly now. If we were all really furry, then goddamn there would be fur everywhere. Can you just imagine how we would wear clothing made out of our own fur? Let's be real here, that would probably happen. How nuts would that be? Like your average dog sheds quite a bit of fur, but then human-sized dogs shedding fur, especially if they have long fur like my fursuit? Yikes. What technology would skyrocket in the furry world? Vacuums to clean up all that fur. That's not a fun aspect. It'd be one of those times I wish I was a scaly, not to mention on top of that, washing our fur. The amount of shampoo and conditioner we go through would skyrocket. We would have like a corner of a shower dedicated, hell, an entire wall dedicated to it. And can you imagine like the restaurants? Like, oh my god, how careful they would be to not get fur into all the food. They would have to all be run by scalies. Going outside and such would be nice and all. You know, get a nice healthy coating of sunlight on the fur. Wait, the sun is hot and I have a layer of fur. Well, guess I'll die. Summer would suck. But hey, at least it'll help us dry off faster, because my hair is bad enough to dry. Could you imagine trying to dry off all this fur? Yikes. So what else? Well, fleas are things, so yay, lots of itching. Sounds like fun. That would definitely have to be some kind of technology boom to deal with that. Speaking of which, medical stuff for all kinds of different species. There would have to be multiple hospitals for different species, from mice to elephants, to accommodate for different sizes and such. As well as hospitals, there would have to be a whole town for different species and such, like mice, basically what we saw in Zootopia. But would there be a bigger advo species, and just they will grow over years to fit into that world? Maybe be a subspecies, both little and bigger, which then leads to another question. Will there be feral animals in that world? By that I mean a dog walking on 4 legs, aka pets. Would a furry keep a dog as a pet? It's one of those weird things you do see in artwork here and there, and do you have to wonder if that would happen? Well, a lot of people think humans come from monkeys in the end, and that's essentially our feral forms. My god, I'm stumbling upon something here. So I don't think there'll be an evolution line that's not as advanced, aka feral animals. Would it be weird? Well, not in that world, but they would definitely be treated better, so then that brings me to something that was a big thing in Beastars, for example, is food. So as I said, I do think ferals would exist, and so they would use them as food, but they would be treated a lot more better as equals to an extent. Sure, say an Afro cow would not like feral cows being used as food, but it's just how that world works. So would speciation still be a thing between carnivores and herbivores? Sure, it'd be nowhere near as bad as my opinion, with them not having to go after advos. But alright, that's the sad stuff. That isn't this kind of video. This is a fun one. So imagine now actually having a tail. For those who have worn one out before and had a Furby or something, you just know how much fun they could be. Just moving it, besides when you try to sit, heading it against things. Oh boy, they could be a lot of fun. Well, more like trouble. Sitting on them would probably hurt. Imagine wagging a big fluffy tail while in a china shop. Yeah, just don't go into one of those when you're excited. Same goes for those with wings. Have to keep them closed in. And with automatic doors closed in on them, ouch. I feel they would either not be a thing or be extra sensitive to not close too soon. Have to keep them tucked away safely for sure. Speaking of things tucked away, condom aisles. They would sure be a lot of fun to visit, wouldn't they? The amount of different species, and can you imagine a sheep coming in and buying condoms for a horse? Yeah, they'll know exactly what he's into right there. It's would that be shamed upon? Getting with other species? I feel yes, partly, but only when it comes to parents wanting children. Well, sure, lions exist across between lion and tiger. I don't think cats can get with dogs, for example. Maybe genetics would change for advos, allowing them to, that to happen. But yeah, I feel there would be, a sign of just parents wanting grandkids that would get angry over who you date, while I was just it's just love, who cares? Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to our channel, because I would love you if you do. Hit that bell icon, and this fox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now. Ow, ow.